Start with the simple painting here. I think that'll work there. I'm going to do like a portrait of Michaelangelo on this paper. What I did, I gessoed this paper so I could use oil on it. And we'll see if it works. Hope everybody's doing good today. I'm going to kind of do a rough sketch here. And hopefully everything turns out right. I'll show you this picture in a second. I'll show you why I picked this one. I've been having some issues with my portraits because of mostly because of the shading. I'm having some difficulties with shade and stuff like that, but this one's gonna kind of help me get over that hump. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. I think once you see this picture, you'll probably recognize this painting. There's one gnat in my house, and it just won't go away. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Wonder what did I do here? Oh, I see what I did. All right. Mm, 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 mm. This might actually be pretty hard. Well, we'll see how it turns out. A lot of this is just dark colors, so that's why I chose this picture. It's got like a big ear. This is a pretty good test because I've never painted on paper like this before with oil. That's starting to look like them. It looks more like that other artist. All right, so he's got a beard here. Comes down here. A little light right here. That's pretty much it. Here's the picture I'm doing. You can see there's not very many colors, but it should be good practice for me uh, with the oil. And also, it'll be good practice to see if I can get this to actually look like this image by freehand. Doing it freehand. A lot of artists use those things. They put it down on the image and then up on their uh, sketch, their canvas, and they just trace the lines. I kind of like doing it freehand. Alright, I can already see a few issues. This is all beard in here. Alright, looking good. This is a little too far out here. Or I don't have this eye over far enough. There we go. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start painting this now. If you were watching yesterday, I said I was going to do a portrait. So, this is what I'm starting out with. Michaelangelo. I'll show you the one I want to do. I took this picture of a screenshot of a girl in a hat. I really like this image. I feel like I can do that one. Where I'm having the trouble with is just the skin tone. Getting the right colors on the skin tone and stuff like that. Hopefully this one corrects that problem. I'm only seeing, you know, some lights and darks. This is showing up white here, but that's actually like it's a light burnt sienna. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to start by getting some burnt umber on my palette. This is oil paint. Check it out, I bought a new palette so I can kind of hold it in my hand pretty comfortably. You're supposed to, like, you got the holes here for this palette. You put your thumb through like this, and then you kind of hold it flat in your next to your body like this, so then the weight of it doesn't start messing with your hand. So let's just start out by doing the main image, the shadows with the burnt umber. Let's start with the nose here. Do 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 do. I usually use like some linseed oil, but not till I start laying the paint in. Now his hair is really black. So I'm gonna mix a little brown and black for the hair. I'll try and do some of that as I go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't even know if there's really people in here. Hey, we got a chat room going. DNA, mind matters. Thank you. Mindset matters. Is it Abraham Lincoln? Yeah, it could be. It's whoever you want it to be, man. I want to do someone, I keep asking out here if anybody wants me to do anybody in particular, but I never get an answer, so. So where I usually have the problem is when I do all this skin tone in here, because I tend to want to, I kind of want to blend it. The way I was doing it, I would put beige in here first, the light color, and then I would add the dark colors on top of the beige, and it wasn't turning out too well. So I'm doing all the darks first, and then I'm going to put the light colors in last. My specialty is landscapes. There's a landscape up there I did the other in oil. Can't get it to focus. Alright, so the eye, well, in this painting anyway, it's dark. This whole area here is dark. Have you guys ever done a paint by number? It's pretty much what I'm trying to do. Do 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 do. Alright, this is the hard part now. I'm gonna have to put my phone up here so I can kind of see this thing. Can you see the I don't have a. Oh, here we go. I got it. Should be using burnt sienna. So the whole painting is pretty much burnt sienna. So what I'm going to do now is kind of do my face the way I usually do it. I'm just going to put in a glaze of this burnt sienna. and I'll put the highlights in. Do 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 do. Kind of if this comes out, I'll be amazed. I really will. I don't know what that gnat wants. Check this out. I don't know if you guys do a lot of oil painting, but I like to blend. A lot of people don't like to blend, but I'm going to blend the face now and get rid of some of the strokes, all that. That way I can see my lines underneath a little better. Just to smooth the skin out. You got to be careful with black because it'll run to the light color. There, see how it kind of smoothed it out a little bit? Yeah, someone asked if it was Abraham Lincoln. I usually don't like to blend this black, but because it messes up my blending brush, it makes it really dirty. All right, so it's looking pretty good for I mean, I can end up looking like him because I did that sketch by hand. I didn't use any device or anything. A lot of artists use, they either block it out or they got this thing that reflects it up onto their uh, canvas, and then all they have to do is sketch it out. Just got to follow the image. So the reason why I picked this picture just joined in because there's minimal colors, and I'm having trouble on getting my use space. I have a hard time with getting all this lighting. Uh, like getting all the shading and the lighting right. What happened to my camera here? There we go. So what I'm going to next, once I get the hair done, I'm going to work on all the wrinkles with burnt umber. New palette, I can just kind of hold it, but I don't have much room here. Move the table over here. I'm not using the greatest paint here either. I'm using just level 1 oil paint. There's some guy here on YouTube. I didn't get his name, but they sell oil paint. He also does like video tutorials, but he claims that their paint is really high pigment. And if you do oil paint, you know that the higher levels of paint are very expensive. Just for a small little tube. I think his ear, there's a little red in that ear, so I'm gonna. Also, I've been mixing my paint. I just use yellow and blue and brown and black and white. I'm not, even on my landscape, I did that landscape up there with just colors and black and white. It makes it pretty fun when you're mixing your own colors. I'm going to put red in this burnt sienna and then try and do his ear. And then I'll do the shadows once I get the paint in there, the dark areas. I kind of like it. I should have used a small brush for that. I do have a little pointed brush here that I should have used to put that black in. But what I could do is I could do this. Alright, that works for me. Do 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 do. In the last, I'd say the last year, I've become a little more patient. If you go back and look at some of my videos, I paint fast. I mean, I paint really fast, and I've learned to be more. I learned to slow down a bit. I would have never done this painting, a year ago because I wasn't sketching. I thought sketching took too much time, and but I've become more patient over the year. Thanks for all the likes, everyone. I'm going to try and fix his nose here now. I forgot to buy a liner brush, so I'll have to use this brush. Now all these lines and the wrinkles are more of a burnt umber. What did I do here? I'll have to lighten that up there. Alright, I'm going to go to the burnt umber now and put some of these wrinkles in. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to blend it again. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Trusting the process here. Do 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 do. So this is where this is where I have the issue now. I'm going to try and get those to look blended into the face. Is that lighting on there? Yeah, I've got bad lighting in here. There we go. Pretty boy. Oh, do I have a relative in here? Ruben, how's it going? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat room. What's going on, Ruben? Haven't seen you in a while. If you guys just joined in, I wanted to do this easy. I thought this was an easy portrait to do because there's not many colors in it, so that's why I picked it. Still not happy with it, but it's getting there. I'll do a landscape after this. That's my forte. I think it's getting there. Definitely getting there. We'll call it my first portrait in oil. I think it's good practice. You get a lot of glare with oil because of the seed oil I use in there. So it really, the light really reflects off of it. There. I tilted it down a bit. It's really getting there. I'm working on the forehead now. Right on, Ruben. How's your mom doing? Alright, so there's a lot of light coming down here. That's what I'm working on now. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's see if blending it is gonna help now. Oh, I got all that black on here. Nope, I'm gonna need a different brush. Which I don't have available. So, that's not good. Well, I like how it's turning out. I'm gonna go ahead and put some background color on now. It's more of a burnt umber behind. Or burnt sienna. That's all. So after this, I gotta go run to the bank. Then I'll be back. I'm gonna do a landscape with oil. Hopefully, QWERTY boy comes back. And Elizabeth, I have a new subscriber yesterday, Elizabeth. She really liked the landscape I did last night. What's cool about this oil now, like, it's kind of dirty. This is my blender brush, but you can come in here and kind of blend that out to smooth it out, you know, any way you want it. But since the brush is dirty, it's just going to get dark color in there. It's looking pretty good. Maybe that cleaned my brush a little. Where I want to get on these portraits, I want to the point where I could do them as good as my landscapes with a lot of confidence. You know? Like right now, I'm having to be really slow and precise with these portraits. Yep, someone thought that was inking. It's a bad portrait for me. I'm going to add a little brown to my burnt sienna now, and make this side over here just a little darker. So you guys, this is going to be my portrait book here. What I did, I gessoed this paper with gesso so I can use oil on it. Otherwise, you can't really do an oil painting on paper unless you put this gesso. You can see some of it down here. It's almost like plaster. Puts a nice hard coat on there for you. Otherwise that oil would be soaking into the paper. All right. I'm happy with that for now. It took an hour and 10 minutes, guys. That's a lot of time. I will be back. There's QWERTY boy. How's it going? Yeah, when I get back, QWERTY, I'm gonna do a landscape. I do see one thing I need to do before I leave. Just put the his eyelid in here. It's red. Uh, Not red, but a mixture of burnt sienna and red. This is here. And then it's it comes all the way down here. Then there's a little gray. All right. Right on, Ruben. Yeah. We'll celebrate Christmas tonight. We'll sing Christmas songs. You know, the next time I do a portrait, I do a female. Uh, this ear is really red. I kind of made his ear pretty big there. I like it. I'm going to test something here. Like this brush seems to wipe it away pretty good. It gives me more light. Yeah, they don't heard anybody talk about taking some of the paint away to create the light underneath there. They never talk about that secret. I just kind of made this up on my own here. If I had a better brush that wasn't dirty, I would blend that in, but I think it looks good. I may have overdid it with the light, but the light comes all the way down here to this cheekbone here. Whoops, I grabbed some red on my brush. It's getting there, guys. It reminds me of like an old master painting. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, I lost my line here. Let me put that back. How did that happen? His main, the part where he's grinning. And my mustache needs to come out a little more here. And, oh, that was brown. That's why. So this comes out like this. Yeah. Need black. I've been so busy. I've been really busy with work. They've been working me a lot of hours. Oh, that's what I was going to hear. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Well, I'm gonna call that good enough for now. I'm kind of happy with it. I still need to. It's good for me. So we'll see what the next one comes out. I'll just keep going in this book, page to page. I'll see how much I progress over the year. But there we go, guys. My first portrait in oil, Michaelangelo. I mean, I could keep going. There's a lot of mistakes I see in there, but I got to get going. QWERTY boy. Hit your chime bell, and I will, because I'll probably be painting all evening. When I get back, I'm gonna start another one. Oh, that was the wrong color. I gotta run into my village real quick before the bank closes. Wow, I'm really happy with this, guys. Took a long time, but I was testing to see if it will work on this paper. This is regular paper, but I gessoed it, so you could tell it doesn't go back. See? It's almost got like, feels like plaster on there. So what I should do, I should get this one ready for the next one, I guess, huh? I'll do a landscape, but I'll show you how I put it on there. You just kind of need a knife and some gesso. I'll get this ready for the next portrait. Just kind of put it on your knife and put it on there, almost like I'm plastering the paper with gesso. It only takes about an hour for it to dry. The problem is I won't be able to close that page for a while, that oil. Maybe it'll dry faster on this. Now when you do oil paint, you could paint on any surface you want. You could even paint on wood, but you gotta put this gesso down first. Any surface. I could leave a bunch of lines in there, like say I want to do something that wants texture in it. I could let it dry with all these lines in it. a gnat. I can't get rid of this last gnat. It just, or a fruit fly. It just, I open up the yogurt. There he is. He wants any kind of sugar. He smells it. All right. All right. I'll be able to do another portrait later on this evening. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Cheers.